find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The streams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had.
I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people troll in circles, it's a very, very
mad world. Like idiots, they think that they feel good.
trolling people, trolling their families, and I feel the way that every chat should. Sit and listen, point and laugh, went to a stream and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me.
Hello, streamer, tell me what's the kick?
Look right through me, look right through me.
And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad.
Around me the troll are just dying, best lows I've ever had.
I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to say.
When people think in circles, it's a very, very
Well, here we are today. I had to go out of smoke. I really did. I was like, holy fuck, like I got sent so much stuff overnight. And quite honestly, I'm hoping eventually there's gonna be people that will listen to this, right? And I'm not gonna lie. I've stopped caring about being anything, honestly. A lot of my life was ruined, with this bullshit, to be honest with you. I think, in fact, of all the shit I've gone through in my life, of all the stories everybody's ever heard about me, this psychological fucking labyrinth was probably one of the worst. Honestly. And I have nobody to blame for that but myself, to be frank. Because I'm an adult. However, it was definitely hard and definitely intense. It really sucked. So I'm not doing any of my normal songs or panels ups or drama stupid bullshit where I'm drunk out of my fucking head or whatever today. Maybe later. But for this one, no. Everybody just tells me to keep ignoring some things. And you know what? Fuck you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to ignore some things anymore. My title of this live stream initially was Case Studies or Morbid, who's lying? Perhaps they're both lying. Because I'm a paranoid person sometimes. Case doesn't know me from a hole in the wall. He doesn't know the amount of experience that I have with this said individual. He also doesn't know that I lost a lot with this said individual. He also doesn't know that I've watched and know the lore of the land with this said individual either. And the funny part about it is, the more I think about it, it's like the people who hate me the most are the people that are mad that I didn't listen to them about Jim or Toe Jam Man. And fair enough. But here's the problem. You're mad that I didn't listen to you because on one hand, you think I should have listened to you, but on the other hand, you also say not to trust people on the internet. So I'm not really sure of the dichotomy in which you would like me to go with that, if you catch my drift, right? So instead, I've sort of just have sort of become the villain of something. But I'm not the villain because I've never doxed anybody. I've never, no. Have I done some pretty fucked up shit? Yeah, but I don't think this is any different than anybody else. I'm pretty honest about who I am. So I do feel like, with what I'm about to talk about here, I do feel like regardless of my situation or the fact that I'm an addict, I am a... it sucks to have to admit that, but I am an addict. Holy, whoa. Linda! Not right now. No, not right now. That's a whole other trajectory I can't handle right now. I feel like I've been pretty honest, and I feel like regardless of my shortcomings, the one thing that I'm pretty good about is being honest, So I'm listening to... Well, first I was sent some screenshots of this gentleman doxing somebody's elderly parents, I assume it was. Which isn't new, right? Par for the course with that guy. But also the fact that, like, I'm listening and, like, I don't know if I heard this correctly, but, like, I'm just starting to kind of get the impression that, like, was he ever really trolled? Because he seems to bitch and cry about it a lot. Like, I mean, that's the whole reason why he broke up with me. In fact, I think we're going to do a few shorts and some posts, and, maybe I think it's time we actually go back in time. I'm thinking maybe I should get it together, Linda. Maybe I should. Maybe it would help me to heal a little bit. Maybe it would help me to feel better. Maybe I would get some energy out. The more I listen to case studies and what he had to say, at first I thought, well, like, maybe he's just lying. Maybe he too is the same way. But there's just certain things and the way that he said certain things, and I was like, no, like, this is somebody who kind of he thinks fairly similar to the way that I think, which I find is, like, really interesting. And I find that, like, I'm really not invested in the Gypsy Rose thing at all. And honestly, I don't care. Like, I know she's gotten off, and I know what happened, and I know that she was raised by sharks, so she's a shark. But there was some points he made, actually, that were fairly valid. And one of those points would be, like, yeah, this woman probably shouldn't have a platform. Like, in what world have we ever heard about a human being, whether they're a teenager, whether they're anything, that's been able to get out of prison and then create a following in the manner in which Gypsy Rose has? Like, in the matter of, like, I just remember, like, I have to go back in time to, like, go take a good look, but I do remember her being on, like, some pretty big creators panels, or at least on their IG or TikTok, after her release. And I thought, yeah, that's kind of valid. Like, maybe I don't, agree with, like, going after her specifically and what she's done, or, making assumptions about her past. But I would say, yeah, she's not probably a very healthy individual that, like, people should be following, especially children. I think that's a valid point to make. So the more I listened, I was like, I don't think he's wrong with what he was saying. Then there's, like, the issue of this Jimmer Nam Toe Jam man basically doing what he's done the whole time, which is what everybody warned me about in the beginning as well, that he was like this. So let's not get into those details because we all know this lore. But yet here he is. Listen, fucking Morbid. How about this? I'm Shipwreck Beck. I am a fuckface, and I am a nobody. Literally, nobody. I don't have a big channel. Nobody really knows my name. I'm a time. But I actually am the real nobody here. I am the real nobody in this situation. In fact, if any nobody wanted to join my channel, they should join the actual nobody's channel. The real nobody. Because I am a nobody, right? You made it that way? You made me a nobody? That's what you wanted, right? So I think we should talk about that. I think we should actually have a conversation about that. So I'm just going to dig into what Case Studyz said today. I'm going to get this off of there. And I'm going to kind of start this up a little bit. Because I am actually just fucking dumbfounded right now. Just insane. The little documentary engine that couldn't, that's Jammernom's live stream, which we will dig into as well. But I found what Case had to say pretty interesting. So I hope he doesn't like get mad that I'm making commentary on this video. Please don't hurt me. I just think what you said was fairly accurate and interesting. So let's do that. And
so I'm going to say a few things, and then, look, I'm going to get into the point of this live, I guess. But what's up, Crystal? My experience on YouTube, I've been on YouTube for about 4 years now. I didn't become monetized. This channel didn't get monetized until, hey, what's up, Nicole? I didn't monetize my channel until like a year ago. But my experience on YouTube has not been a good experience.
You know what? Me neither, actually. So, yeah, we have that in common right off the get-go. I've been here for approximately almost 7 years. And this gets really interesting here.
I've had nothing but stress and just, court dates and
didn't have the court
insane
dates.
people
No.
in my life. When I first came to YouTube, I was making skits about Aaron Carter, the late Aaron Carter.
That's a super interesting point in the timeline of my time here, because I do remember Aaron Carter being on the scene here. Kind of came in through Molly Go Lightly, and as I remember, was on quite a few panels of people that I distinctly remember, and then passed away after. So that's an interesting timeline, because Aaron Carter must have passed away barely, it must have not been that much longer after you started doing that he must have passed away, honestly.
Pretty skits and whatnot, but that's the whole thing. And then I called out this one creator who was stalking him and paying people to watch his house and all this stuff, and I said negative things about them, and because they were crazy, and they ended up taking me to court. How many times they filed these bogus TROs against me, temporary restraining orders. They filed.
Give me a second here. Yes, I will open up a panel after I say what I gotta say, because I'm not even going to get into everything that I need to say. You can get in touch with me through email. It is in my about section on my page, on my YouTube page. And yes, you can come up on panel, but I just want to finish this up, and then I will post a link. Yes.
2 against me in the state that I live in, 1 in their state. They did 1 in a different county, and then the county that I live in. I had to go to court with them like 4 times. They lied on the statement to obtain that order of protection. And, I beat them in court, obviously, every single time. But it was stressful. It was hella fucking stressful. And then I found out just how insane that person was. Like, this was a person that has to date attempted to file at least 10 to 15 TROs against their own mother. They have like a 30-year history of frivolous lawsuits and that type of behavior. It was an insane time. And when I finally got done with all that, I didn't know what the next thing was going to be that I was going to cover. I dabbled here and there, but like for me, it has to be something that like interests me for me to cover it.
This is also where we have very big this is also where Case and I have very common something in common. I can't cover things I don't give a shit about. And with what happened between we'll call him like the JMM, whoever the fuck that fucker is, whoever he may be, I lost my impetus for writing. I lost my impetus for researching. I lost my impetus for anything that I was interested in for like a really, really long time. In fact, I've just only recently started getting that back. It like knocked the fucking wind out of my sails, man. And I've had a lot of things in life knock the wind out of my sails. But to have somebody like psychologically manipulate me in such a way personally in real life was extremely like, I mean, when you meet somebody in real life and you can see them all the time and you know what's happening to you, it's a lot different than like wearing your heart on your sleeve and trusting somebody that you can't see and you can't capture, I suppose, the red flags. And yes, maybe you should listen to other people, and yes, maybe you should do your due diligence, and that is where I failed at myself. Absolutely. However, at the same time, a lot of people lie on the internet. A lot of people don't tell the truth, right? So you sort of have to like navigate what is and what isn't. And at the time, I just didn't navigate properly, you know? So that was a big problem for me.
You know, my 2 cents, humor, whatever. It has to be something that like I'm passionate about.
Right.
And the Gypsy Rose thing kind of really, you know, pulled me in. You know, I knew there was something off with it, and the whole thing and the whole narrative, and slowly, you know, I started. At first, I just was on Reddit. I was just commenting about it, reading stuff about it, and then like I'll never forget. Like I made my first video on Gypsy, and I'll never forget. Like maybe a few videos in, there was somebody on that snark page that shared my video, and they were like, I like this guy. He's a small creator, but I like what he's saying. And it you know, so it kind of like, I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna keep talking about this. I'm gonna keep learning. And then Becca Scoops, you know, her channel is really where I got educated. Like, and you can say whatever you want about Becca, obviously. Like she's done some stuff that she needs to, you know, atone for or answer. But it doesn't take anything away from her videos.
That was also super interesting. As he's saying that about Becca Scoops, he's like, she also has some things she needs to. And like out of my mouth was like, atone for. And he's like, atone for. So we definitely have like a very similar like vocabulary and we use very similar vernacular. And it gets, the funny thing is like I can't stand Reddit. Honestly, I find it annoying. It's not, to me, credible ways of gathering information. Call me old school. I mean, yeah, if I want to gather people's opinions on bullshit, sure. But I mean, for like anything that has to do with anything else, I just don't do that. But I've always called Jim Renan he's the Reddit player of the internet. He just likes to copy paste other people's comments, other people's boards, other people's commentary, and then play it off as his own. He's been doing that for years, even before I met him in the, like, what was that, the fucking narcissism, like bad parents, I don't fucking know, Reddit community, right, with r/ and Illuminati and all that stuff, and he got in a big fight with those guys. And even before that, he was, you know, copying Howard Stern. So the guy doesn't really know like how to create his own content. I mean, basically what he does is he just creates this chaos in order to like provide him with content, and using like he tries to scare people. And you know what, Jim Renan? I'm not fucking scared of you, dude. I'm not. You fucking hurt me. So I kind of stayed silent for a while because I didn't really understand like how somebody could do that. But I definitely fully understand now, and I'm definitely not fucking scared of you at all, sir. People aren't going to want to post to me or like push this because there's a different agenda going on. That's fine. But the fact that you're a pussy, Jimmer, and you can't talk to me, that you can't even provide closure to anybody, that means you're a pussy. He's like, you write fucking checks your ass can't cash, right? and you just make up stories and fabrications. This gets really fucking interesting with Case. It gets like, you guys got to hear this. People who know Jimmer now, this gets so fucking interesting.
And the work that she's done. We actually owe her a lot just for that, because she has played a huge part in shifting the mainstream. Well, I don't know if
And yes, Jimmer himself owes Becca Scoops a lot for the amount of people that she brought to his live streams, the amount of research he did that he probably fucking took from her and copied and, you know, never gave credit for, because I would know this because he fucking did it to me with documentaries that I wrote and the channel that I had that he fucked up. So I definitely know he used and abused probably multiple people that he's now done this whole fucking 180 on currently. So that's a fact.
we could say the mainstream narrative, but the public narrative when it comes to Gypsy Rose. And as well as so many other creators, you know, a lot of you got to thank Fancy from the Good Wives Network. She was there. I mean, I think she was the first person. You have to thank her. You know, her presentation is obviously chaotic and at times, but she also added a lot to this. She did. She helped a lot. There's been a lot of people that have helped. You can also say the same thing about Sir Morbid. He brought the live element to it, where you know, people really started talking about it. He brought on, you know,
okay, I'm going to tell you something. He brought on trauma for you. That's what he did. He took a community like he did with another creator called Making Lemonade, and he brought in his trauma drama community. That's what he did. He infiltrated you with Starlight. That's what he did. And your whole, like, everything is now turned completely upside down. You're truthy Magoo. You're fake. You're false. You're the bad guy. Becca Scoops is the bad guy, even though she's probably done copious amounts of research that's probably taken her, like, taking away months of her life in time, right? Because that's what they do. That's what they do. So that's interesting here.
various
Trauma.
members, and you know,
Ooh,
really,
and what's even more interesting is that Starlight's always like, yeah, that trauma community over there, you are trauma, Starlight. You're ground zero, honey bunch. You are. And so is Jimmer. For sure. Oh, but yeah, okay. Whatever. I mean, if you don't want to accept that this is the community that we came from, that's on you, but you did come from this community that I come from. Absolutely, you do. Don't lie. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
you know, it was the panel that would make that great, and you know, so like his live streams did, you know, they helped, you know, and which is why it just sucks, like, you know, where we're at now. Where we are at now.
Yeah, exactly. Where you are at now.
Isn't
that ironic? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think
then
that this is where you are at now?
You know,
it's not a surprise to me at all. We've just done like a full bit once again, and this is a pattern, for sure, definitely pattern. And yeah, no, it's not surprising that this is where you're at, not at all, because you don't. It's nothing against you. I think you're a very intelligent person, and I think that you, when you kind of figure it out, you'll understand. Well, there is like a whole backstory to this. Even with the Aaron Carter thing, they knew you even before that, honey bunch. Not to be a dick, but they did. They sure did. All eyes on you. I'm just saying.
You know, then when I started getting doxxed again in this community, like I went through it in the Aaron Carter community, but that was a smaller community. It wasn't as big of a scale as this community is. I mean, and don't get me wrong, this is a niche community for sure.
It is a niche community.
But
like Chris Watts
this
Island.
is a totally different subject matter. We're not
Let
talking
me
about you
Let
know,
me
a fallen
teach
pop
Studyz.
star
Let me
that's
tell you
nodding
about
out on
that.
live stream.
So when I entered into this trauma community, it was a very niche community as well. And it wasn't the Jip verse. It was called Watts Island. The Shanann and Chris Watts case. Watts Island. So yeah, it is a very niche community that was infiltrating you. Like a very niche bunch of people. Yes. Definitely.
Abusing animals, whatever. We're like, this is a whole different thing. We're talking about a subject matter of somebody that got away with murder, and the worst kind of murder, their own mother, and they got off with a fake plea deal defense. You know, like had she gone to trial, it would have never have had this outcome, and we know that, and so that's why we were upset. You know, And so then, like this channel started doing a little, did
And
well.
so with the Chris Watts Island
started picking up some
community,
traction,
the reason
and
why
with
people
that,
were
it brings-
upset was because there was a lot of channels doing controlled opposition. But mostly in the beginning, it was people that were like inciting sort of anger and rage towards like people that were viewing it, because they were basically saying that the woman who was murdered by her husband and her 2 small children put in oil vats was the culprit and the initiator of the violence, and she deserved it, and he did what he did because she deserved it. Yes, that's how I entered into Krama, was defending that little niche community of weirdos. So, like, not defending them, but defending like this victim. And it was really weird, because if you really actually like look at the background of Jimmer, he was with Bullhorn and Betty, who was going after like the Gabrielle Petito. There's also some other case where this gentleman, he was Dick Bay. He had murdered 5 students, and she was live streaming IRL with like, what's his name, Dolly something or other. Yeah, there's a lot of Krama involved in this we're covering true crime bullshit, which is where I lost my impetus for like writing and researching. It was such bullshit. It actually disgusted me. It actually disgusted me so bad that I couldn't. I just couldn't watch it anymore, and I kind of went full idiot for a while there. It definitely triggered some things inside of me that made me go pretty fucking bad, if you really want the honest truth about it. And Hydrangea, I don't know who JRL is. Could you, I'm only finding out this because I am being sent stuff about what is the flip that this person has done recently. And it's a flip that I've talked about many times before, but I think this time I kind of want to go in a little bit full detail about the flip, because this is a pattern of behavior. It's not new. And the thing about this is, like, this person, Jimmer, we're just going to call him Jimmer. He claims that he was trolled and all these terrible things happened to him. Now, what Case is going to talk about is going to be totally different than the story that I know about him. But he claims he's been trolled and all these terrible, terrible things have happened to him. We don't want to hear you cry about it because we're nobodies and I don't want about it. Shut your fucking face, dude. Shut up, you crybaby. You are a crybaby. In real life, you're the biggest fucking crybaby I know. So he's had all these, what he claims. These are claims. This is like allegedly, okay? That he's had all these terrible things happen to him, but I'm kind of wondering, like, if that's the case, no pun intended, then why would you go ahead and do it to so many other people if you hated what happened to you so bad? That's my question. Like, that's my question of the day. If it was so fucking bad, and you want to accuse, and that's the narrative you're going to go with, that you were trolled and people spliced these videos and they did this and they did that and blah fucking blah blah blah, then why would you turn around and do it and use people to such a degree in the same way? Like Brendan Schaub, Gypsy, Invader. I don't know. There's a big list of people. Myself, Me Doodles. There's a list. There's a body count here now. You now have a body count, sir. Now it's like you aren't a victim. You have a body count with a calling card. But you change your calling card. So now you kind of become more like the Zodiac Killer, I guess. But you're not a Zodiac. You're like the rebrand killer, I guess. I don't know. The rebrand internet, whatever the fuck killer, soul crusher, I guess. There's something wrong with you, Jimmer. There's something really fucking wrong with you. I don't know who JLR is at all.
Out the crazies. And so I had, the next stalker enter my atmosphere. And not your everyday stalker. It was somebody that actually, Chris Hansen told to have a seat type of,
Oh, that's another interesting case in point, no pun intended. Studies.
And it was really bad. I never
Chris Hansen. Huh. He used to like run around doing live streams about I don't know, true crime, and he was trolling his supposed alleged trolls. Chris Hansen was the name of the game. The name of the game. So already you have brought up 3 things that are interestingly just pure coincidence, I suppose. I guess. But here's the thing. When it comes to math and it comes to ratios, percentages, and the game of chance, the likelihood that there would be that many connections already, just in this short span of 8 minutes, is not really likely. Honestly, not really. It's actually highly unlikely. The probability is actually fairly low. So, yeah, Chris Hansen was his favorite friend. Yeah, that's funny you bring that up.
Experienced it on that level. Like the first thing was bad, it was, but they didn't go to the lengths that this person did. They never doxed my family. They never, did that kind of stuff. They weren't making the horrible, allegations up that person was doing against me, and it's just crazy. I didn't even know until I got home that day from the courthouse that about their history or anything. I didn't know how far back it went and how dangerous they were. Like, I didn't know. And so, as you guys know, if you've been following me for a long time, you followed my journey on all of this. You know that last year was hella stressful for me. And
you know what? I just want to pause for a second. You can hear, like, there's, like, when he was, like, talking about this, like, at first I was kind of being, like, a paranoid person, like, listening to him because I was, like, talking in his chat. And I think because nobody knows me and I go by life in navy blue and I'm actually shipwrecked back, it was, like, and also because, I failed to take into account the fact that, nobody's really going to know who I am, right? So you can hear, like, at first I was like a little bit like, this guy should like actually really talk to me, like actually really talk to me. And I mean, I've left my email. I never put my email in my on my channel ever, but I have. And this person should really talk to me. In fact, even Becca Scoops should probably really talk to me. Hey, Becca Scoops, I'm Becca Steps. So that's also really fucking interesting as well. It's weird. You can hear the anxiety in this person's voice. Like, it's like, and I can understand too where he's coming from, because yeah, I had the same thing happen to me, different reasons. But yes, I have been, doxed and had some things put out that I was sort of just shocked about. Looking back on it now, I just actually don't give a shit, and I should have just owned it. In fact, I should have. And I think if I would have, like, I'd probably be where Case is at right now, not being a nobody down here, losing my fucking head every other day, but here I am. And I understand what Barry's getting at, because it's kind of shocking when it happens to you first. You're like, you just don't really know what to make of it. You're like, is this actually happening right now? Like, what am I supposed to make of this? So I get where he's coming from on this. And you can hear that he's just kind of like, what the fuck is happening again? Again.
Really do. But, the thing is that I will never forget anybody like you guys, because you were there for me when, I had to do the GoFundMe because we didn't have the money for to get an attorney when that person appealed it. Because it goes to circuit court, it's a whole different level of proof you have to do, and I wanted it to stick. And you guys came through for me. And I will never forget that, like, ever. Not Poncho, thank you so much. With you, I appreciate you.
Which is really interesting too, because Case is like right within the first 10 minutes, and that's the also thing you got to like think about with linguistics and stuff, is that he's like already just like, thank you. Well, I mean, hey, you got my email. You can send me whatever you want. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. I'm just telling you that what I do know is Morbid is a liar. And if Case is a liar too, I don't know that either. So if you have stuff to send me, go ahead. Make my day. Right? Make my day. Okay, but is that just his name, like JLR? I don't know. I'll have to look him up. Next subject is still Jimmer Jones. Yes. Yes, Miss Lama. It is still Jimmer Jones. Indeed. Crack me up sometimes. Oh my god. So, I mean, if you want to send me stuff, you can. You can go ahead. But the interesting thing is Cases being very, like, thankful, I guess. And you don't really hear that from Jimmer. He's had so many people donate to him throughout the years that I've seen. And he'll say it on a live stream on the day that it's donated. But there is no point at any time later or when he comes back or whatever. He's like, oh yeah, thank you to everybody who donated when I was live streaming before. Or da-da-da-da-da-da. He doesn't give a shit. And trust me, if you think this guy gives a shit about you, he doesn't. He doesn't give a shit about you. Like nothing. And he has a very good pattern of just like leaving the internet whenever he's having like a fallout with somebody. We'll see a breakup. Just so you know. That's usually part of the pattern. Just so you have an awareness on that one too.
Sure. Just gonna try to stay on point here. But yeah, like when that I had hoped that I had moved past that. I was trying to get back on track. I was, focusing on, just trying to build the channel, be a better creator.
Really?
And of course, when you're online, you're opening yourself up to any sort of criticism. But the problem is that it's not criticism that creators are dealing with in this community right now. It's doxing, it's harassment.
Yeah, absolutely, because that is you've been infiltrated by Krama. Exactly, you've been infiltrated by Krama. Yes, this isn't about facts. This isn't about research. This isn't about who knows what or who anything that has any integrity or like actual fact-based research behind it. No. We're going WWF. Because that's all Jimmer knows is to like fake WWF on the internet in Krama and fight people and dox people and act like he's some fucking king shit of fucking Turd Mountain. Yeah. And what's even more interesting is like when I've tried to find stuff on Jimmer, which is why I say this all the time, I should really get my hard drive together, which I just don't because it's actually triggering for me, but I think maybe I should. In fact, if anybody would like to donate to me to get my hard drive, that would be great. Or actually, you could just like send it to me. I'll just like if you want to help me with that, that'd be great. But I should because his lore has been what I find even more interesting is the lore of Jimmer has been completely and almost basically irrevocably bit burned right off YouTube. Interesting. It was there a couple of years ago, but it's not there now. It's not there now. So these guys don't know what's going on. They just hear things. It's hearsay for them. So maybe I gotta pull some shit out of the fucking vault. Hey, Krama Vault, where are you? Krama Vault, where are you?
Creators is that's not about exposing hypocrisy or any of that. It's personal and it's malicious.
Hi, Sensei.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting. Yes, it is.
No creator should feel scared to be online. No creator should, have to
they shouldn't
worry about their family members or their children being attacked.
No.
I heard some of Morbid's live stream last night. You guys, you were messaging me, and I saw some of it, for myself.
Yeah,
I heard. Obviously, I saw where
sure.
My mother and my sister, he was threatening. I'll get into that in a minute. I saw the stuff that he said about my friend and co-host Evil Ghost. Disgusting.
Yes.
Not true. And by the way, This is just an example of how far this stuff goes.
Oh, I'm in the chat right here. Right.
Online. Like, he came from some other drama community.
I'm in the chat. I'm like, well, it's interesting since his whole defense is his trolls, in quotations, and his plight. Fuck face. That's what's interesting. His trolls, his plight. Like, I have so much stuff. Like, Jimmer, do you really want me to bust out, like, how fucking abusive you are, motherfucker? I'm not scared of you. I'm not. Like, at all. You're a problem. You're a problem, sir.
Community. And yeah, Ghost is loud, right?
I mean,
He's
it
a
would
good guy.
make for
He's a
great
good
fucking
dude.
content.
He's loud. He's in your
to
face.
be fair.
He calls out what he thinks is right. He shoots from the hip. And people don't like that, obviously. And as a result of that, he somebody in whatever community he was in called CPS on him and his wife, and they said that he was
no, since
his
his
non-verbal autistic daughter.
Oh, hold on, I gotta rewind that. Sorry, I got distracted. No, since this is a video he just literally was live about, like an hour and a half ago, maybe, which is when I decided to go live while I was listening to this. I'm just gonna rewind this for a second. Where were we? I want to hear this right here.
Autistic daughter.
Nope, we gotta go further back.
Okay, so he thinks is right. He shoots from the hip to be online. No creator should, have to worry about their family members or their children being attacked.
And I'm gonna slow this.
I heard some of Morbid's live stream last night. You guys, you were messaging me, and I saw some of it, for myself. I heard, obviously, I saw where my mother and my sister, he was threatening. I'll get into that in a minute.
Like, I'd like to know, like, what the the basis for comparison is on doing that with Case. I thought he was after Becca Scoops and whatever.
I saw the stuff that he said about my friend and co-host Evil Ghost. Disgusting. Not true. And by the way, this is just an example of how far this stuff goes online. Like, he came from some other drama community. And
oh no, he didn't come from some other drama. You are in it now. This is your community now, sir. And here's the fucking sweet irony of the people who fucking hate me get to watch me fall on a big fucking sword right now. So listen up, you guys, because yes, I am literally verbatim repeating everything that was said to me 7 years ago. 7 years ago. 7. And I'm literally saying the same thing again. It's so bizarre to me, like, that I have to do this thing. Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
And yeah, Ghost is loud, right? But he's a good guy. He is. He's a good dude. He's loud. He's in your face. He calls out what he thinks is right. He shoots from the hip. And people don't like that, obviously. And as a result of that, he somebody in whatever community he was in called CPS on him.
Oh, so this is where I got it wrong. So he's talking about, this is where I got it wrong. So I thought that he was talking about Morbid, but no, he's talking about his friend Ghost getting a CPS call. Wow. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I got that totally wrong. I thought the way that he was talking about Morbid, but no, he's talking about Ghost. That sucks, if that's the case. That actually absolutely sucks. So I guess now that I know that, and I made a misunderstanding with what he was saying, that means that, like, this is possibly going to happen again to said family with a Wow. Now I gotta rethink all of that. Shit. That is terrible. Whew. Okay. I'm going to close this down, but I'm going to link, like I'm going to write in my description. Actually, wait, hold on. Here, I'm going to drop this link in the chat if anybody wants to watch this. Because now I need to go to Morbid because I misinterpreted what Case was saying. And now I gotta, that makes like, this brings a whole different, like, I thought Morbid was lying, but no. It was Ghost, and that just makes it even worse, actually. This actually makes it actually fucking worse. Super. Super. Like, fucking super. Alright, I'm just going to paste this. If everybody wants to continue watching it or listen to it later. It's pretty interesting. He doesn't really get into it too deep. He's just pretty much, like, describing, like, you know, what's happening, and he's trying not to give a whole lot of energy to it. I'm actually really disgusted right now, so I have to rethink all of that because that puts like a whole new spin on things because I totally misinterpreted that. However, I probably did misinterpret what Morbid said on his panel, so that's okay. So if anybody wants to continue watching this, it is good. He does talk more about Gypsy Rose if anybody's interested in that, because he definitely does change my mind a little bit on that. So I would definitely give it a go 3. No way. Hold on, let me look this. What? Yeah, and he repeated those gross allegations about Ghost on his stream last night. He also doubled down on Vin Vader being you motherfucker, you. Jimmer now. You know that's not true. You fuck. Ooh. Wow. Okay. That makes this really bad. I have to reach out to Vin Vader to ask if he's okay with some things that I want to talk about because of some things. Because I do want to address that. And I do want to address those allegations. That's really unfair if he did do that. Again, for like the fucking copious amounts of time. And there's some things I know that I would. I just don't feel. I just feel like I need to reach out to that person, and you know, be like an actual person with integrity, and not just doing this for views. So that's crazy. Wow, you fucker, Jimmer, really? Can't let it die, hey? He's like, all the channels are gone. He's like moved on. But you deserved what he did. I understand why Vin Vader was obsessed with, like, I am there now. I'm there now. I am, like, there now. And I get why people are upset with you. I get why Kenny is upset with you. Helen DeKellar, Vin Vader. Like, I get it. If you treated me the same fucking way, dude. Just disposable piece of fucking garbage. So I get why these people are upset with you. But yet you just keep doing exactly what you claim you hate have happening to you. You do it. And if you really talked any shit about a child with special needs, you fucking fuckface, dude. You know, I might have addiction problems right now, but you know what you won't see me doing in my fucking throes right now? Is hurting people. No. You won't see that from me. You won't see me doing what you do. You might see me go full fuckface on you though now. Definitely. I'm not scared of you, Jim. I'm not. You're a terrible fucking person. You're ugly, dude. You're fucking ugly. Oh yeah, he always says it's just a joke, bruh. It's just a joke, bruh. Jimmer, you fucking sit in your fucking underwear with like a fucking dirty wife beater and you don't leave your nothing. You're not scary, dude. You're just a voice. But what you do is you put things out there that entice other people to do bad things, and that makes you a fucking dangerous person. You don't care about anybody but yourself. And that also makes you a very fucking dangerous person. Fucking asshole. Case, you should email me. Yeah, you should. You should kind of know some background history on some of this shit, dude. Because I can tell by, at first I didn't really know like what was happening, but I can tell by just how you're dealing with this right now that I believe you. And I don't really give a shit. Like, I know that trolls are going to come in chats and they're going to try to, like, like I told you when I was on your panel the other day, controlled opposition, right? You're going to get emails or people pushing this or that. I don't listen to other people. I'm really bad that way. I've decided, I do to a degree now after the Jimmernam thing, but I just kind of try to find out for myself. And now I do my due diligence on people when I didn't before. But yeah, if you should email me, definitely. Definitely should. Well, yeah, he did that too. So there's it's kind of like it's sort of like I want to talk about somebody, and it's kind of a delicate situation because I do like this person, but there's a situation with a woman who I am good with, right? But it sort of got dicey because he doxed her, she doxed him. It got pretty ugly. And I think that, based on how that got started, it kind of gave the go-ahead for bad behavior, and that it was kind of very unfortunate. However, he called me and said that I could troll her as well because she's new to this community and she wouldn't know what was happening to her. And then I pretty much told him to go fuck himself. So this isn't new. He does this quite often. It is dangerous. I've been saying that for a multitude of years, that it is dangerous. Yes, for the most part, most people are fairly, harmless. Yes. But for, when you look at, like I said again, ratio, percentages, and chance, or the likelihood, or the probability, there is a probability that it can get very dangerous with certain people. It only takes one or two to make it a fucking dangerous situation. Doesn't need to be a lot. And, I've been trying to say that for years, and everybody thinks I'm crazy, And maybe I did go crazy. Possibly. I'm coming out of it now, actually. Like, watching this all go down is definitely, busting me out of my reverie, that's for sure. Because now I know I'm not crazy. I know that, it's helping me because now I know I'm not fucking crazy. To be fair. Oddly. Which is, I wouldn't want it to be this way, but it's bizarre. So I'm gonna, please go see what Case does. He also has a video on the Toe Jam Man from a few days ago. I have it posted on my community page. But I really want to play this by Jimmer. And I'm going to talk to you directly, fuckface. Okay? Yeah, I do. I want to talk to you directly. I know you're listening. Because you're a little bitch. And I'm not scared of you. In fact, I hope I'm so fucking 3 sheets to the fucking wind when I talk to you. Honestly. I really do. I absolutely fucking do. Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. The probability, likelihood, outcome, chance, and anything. All it takes is a few bad apples. It doesn't need to be a group. It doesn't need to be a bunch. It just takes a couple. And technically, if you're looking at the probability of people, yeah, out of 20, you're going to at least have one. For sure. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. I've read so much on psychology, I can snap my bookshelf right now so everybody can know how much I fucking read. It's a fact. It is a fact. Listen to this bullshit.
Here, Oh, let's talk a little bit about Case. Where are you at, Case? Oh, I forgot. You can't come in our chat. You're the only person that can't come in our chat. That's unfortunate.
How come? How come he can't come in your chat? Why can't he come in your chat, Jimmerman? Pussy. Pussy. Can't let him speak? Gotta silence your opposition because you can't come up with your own vernacular on the fly? Is that why? Not smart enough? Is that why? Is that why you do that? Huh? Well, listen, right, Nate? There, yeah, exactly. Thank you. Sorry, I totally took it the wrong way. I'm like a misinterpretation station right now because I'm so fucking mad about this bullshit. It's upsetting. I knew what you meant.
Put a muzzle on that sumbitch.
You spitting your fucking boxers with your fucking stupid
he can't handle it. But here, let's give. You know what? You know what we like to do on this channel?
Got your snot pillow in your nose? Got your booger pillow ready?
We just like to point out.
Got your booger pillow next to you, honey bunch? Huh? Quack, quack, wada, wada. Yeah. Yeah.
Out hypocrisies, don't we? Yes, we do. And we do.
Oh, you're the biggest fucking walking hypocrisy I've ever met, Jimmer Dam. You're a fucking walking contradiction, dude. You're not even a real dude. You're not even a real person, sir. You're fake as fuck. And you took advantage of me because I was in a pretty vulnerable state. I was coming off opiates. You knew I had a drug addiction problem, but you had no problems, sending me right back there. No, none at all. You know what you're doing. Number two, you fucking can't come up with your own shit at all. You just copy and paste and edit and paste, and you can't do anything. You can't. I know this. I know this for a fact. I know this. You also don't have the wherewithal to come up with anything other than to just keep repeating old Howard Stern clips because you don't like anything else, which is really fucked up that you're that, just bereft of any type of fucking human creativity or originality that you just watch Three's Company and Howard Stern on repeat like a fucking turd. Dude, it's over. Life moves on. Get a fucking grip. Get a fucking grip. I can't with you. But yeah, come on. You want to give me some little one-liners from Three's Company? Howard Stern.
Here's the hypocrisy.
And
we throw it right back at him.
In
fact, we call him out and we throw it right back at him.
Oh, you call them out and you throw it right back at them. Is that what you do now? Because I seem to kind of remember, was it just like 6 months ago that you were, all about the nobodies and you were, justice for DD? Like, why the big flip, sir? What's this about? Are we doing fucking TMZ 2.0 right now? Did you get a cease and desist, sir? Do you have some legal problems? Did Gypsy's family maybe put something on you? I got questions. I have fucking questions, sir. TMZ, that's actually what I'm going to rename this live stream. TMZ 2.0 Jimmer Nam edition. I'm going to fucking, God, you're like a box set, dude. It's not even a trilogy anymore. You're a box set. Seasons. You're a season of fuckface. You really are. And you know what's sad is that I felt bad for you. I actually felt sad for you. I actually had compassion and sympathy and empathy for you. I did. But now I just look at you like you're just really this fucking sad human being. It's pathetic. You got to cease and desist. Something has happened here that you flipped the fucking script here, dude. You're doing something. Some agenda has been changed in this trajectory. That's for sure. That's what I know. And I'm going to dig the fuck into you. And you know I can. Why did you all those times? Everything I've ever said has now become true that you tried to stave me away from. Right? And you knew I knew this a long time ago. That's why you tried to fuck me up so bad. Probably not a good idea to get back to hyper-focus on you. That's probably a very bad idea. You can ask Save Robbie about it. I'm pretty sure that, you should just ask him about it. I can be a total fucking time, sir. I can hyper-focus on you. No fucking problem. And trust me, I have more tenacity and like vindictiveness, to be fair. I'm not even gonna lie about it. It's straight up vindictiveness at this point. Absolutely, for what you did. It's called righteous anger, sir. Righteous anger for how you treated me. So yeah, I will admit, yes, there is some straight up anger, vindictiveness. I have the tenacity and the wherewithal, and I'm fucking smart. And you know that. You know that. How many of those people you need? I just need one person. Me. Just me. Bring it. Bring it, motherfucker. Pussy.
Because we don't hold ourselves accountable.
We hold ourselves accountable. We hold ourselves accountable for all the donations that got with Justice for Dee Dee. Hold on. Like, weren't you guys building up donations for Justice for Dee Dee? Where'd all those donations go? Anybody got receipts on that? Where'd the donations go? Where'd it go? Like, where'd all that money go that they were collecting? Does anybody know where that went? Does anybody know where that shit went? Bet you Becca Scoops could probably point me in the right direction of where the fuck that money went. I bet you 100% I can find out where the fuck that money went and follow the yellow brick road. Bet you I could, and I bet you know exactly the yellow brick road I'm going to go down, Jimmer. I bet you know exactly the trajectory that I'm going to head, sir. Huh? Fucker. Where'd the money go? Does anybody know where the money went? I really want to know where the money went. Because I'm pretty sure that they were collecting money for the Justice for Dee Dee campaign. I'm pretty sure. In fact, I'm going to start posting about it all the time. I want to call out, where is the money for Dee Dee? I want justice for the money for Dee Dee. I want justice for the people who donated to Dee Dee. Justice for donating to Dee Dee. Sir. Asshole. We hold people accountable. What? You can't even hold your boogers accountable. You put them on a fucking snot throw pillow up your fucking nose. What are you talking about? Idiot. Shut up, you fucking pathetic person.
We just hold you accountable.
We just hold you accountable. Who are you holding accountable? How about we hold you accountable for the donations that are missing? Because I'm pretty sure you collected a bunch of donations. I don't want justice for Leigh General. Leigh General deserves everything he gets. That fucking smegma-smelling cockroach. I want justice for the shit you've done to people. The donations you collected. The way you manipulated people. The way you don't care about people. You don't care about your subscribers or anything. And you've done this whole 360 all the time. In fact, I'm really stunned, actually, that, something had to have happened there. There has to be some kind of legal recourse that has happened here that Gypsy and those guys have done, even accepted this into the fray. After everything. Something's happened. Something has definitely happened. Big time.
And if you throw it back at us, we're going to give you that same energy back. And
you're going to throw it back at us. You're the one who's been throwing around everybody's fucking face for months. Years, actually. You've had a raging hard on for Gypsy for months, dude. Years. It's going on 2 years now, dude. Just like you did for Brendan Schaub. Just like you did for Howard Stern. Just like you did for Three's Company. You have a raging hard on for things that you just hyper focus on. You take advantage of people and you just, oh yeah, we're gonna hold you accountable. For what? What are you holding people accountable for? Exactly. You're holding people accountable for the trajectory that you put them on, and now you flipped a script and now you're gonna hold those people that you sent in that direction accountable? That's weird. Huh. That's really, the logic is astounding to me. It's absolutely fucking astounding. Astounding.
Times over. Okay. So all we're asking you is don't cry when we do it right back.
How about you don't cry when, your girlfriend's in a fucking live stream or she's drunk and she's being a dick bait on some stupid 10 live viewer panel somewhere. You cry then. You cried about me. cried about this. You cried about your trolls. You cried about being made. You cried. Cry. I mean, I cry too. I'm not gonna lie about it, but I'm not the one who's fucking trying to act like I'm fucking the next fucking King Tut here. You know? You cry like a little bitch, dude. You do. You don't cry. You leave the internet because you cry like a little bitch for months at a time because you're pussy.
At you 100 times worse.
100 times.
I don't want to hear any crying or
Maybe.
complaining. Okay, I don't, because then you're truly a hypocrite. But here's the hypocrisy, and here's
I'm
what
not a hypocrite for collecting donations and flipping a script on Gypsy and telling people exactly what I'm doing, and I'm grifting off of them. He's telling you exactly what he's doing, but I got this. No, you don't, Jimmer. No, you don't. You don't. You sound retarded. Literally. And I'm sorry people don't like the R word, but I'm telling you right now that when I use the word, and when I've ever used the word, I am not thinking of handicapped people or people, disabled people. I'm thinking of people like Jim or Nam. And I know that some people find it, politically incorrect. But please just know that that's never been my trajectory with that word. This is where the word should have been postulated from, this is where it should have been formed from. It's people like Jimmer. That's where the R word should have formed from, not the other way around.
I'm going to point out. Case does this, right?
Case.
So there's all this thing swarming around with Ken's sister talking to Ryan and all this stuff. And I guess it's Ken's sister, one of the other sisters, not the one that was in high school, but still a teenager. I believe she's 19. That's still a teen. It's a very young girl.
Is it?
Anyhow.
I mean, you had teens
Case
in your
says this,
Discord.
right?
Remember
He
when you had
posted
the
the other
potato
day,
call
hey
character?
guys, hadn't planned on going live.
And you were, I didn't hear this until after we broke up, and it was I was fucking appalled, dude. Appalled that you had this kid in there going after this guy and about his deceased brother, that you left a voicemail to his mother. It was so disgusting, dude, what you did. And I told you this in real life, person to person, in your fucking face. I said, that is the most disgusting thing. I was so disgusted to know that you were even capable. And you were like, it was just a bit. It was just a joke. Everybody knew it was just a bit. It wasn't real. But I said right to your fucking face how disgusting that was that you did that. Disgusting. But what even got more disgusting was after I found that out and after we broke up, that you were telling children, a child, that you loved him. You thought he was the best thing ever, as he was basically just being completely disrespectful to somebody who had lost a family member. A child. Now, I don't know if it gets any fucking worse than that as a human being, but I'll tell you, probably not. As far as psychology goes, you're a fuckbag. Disgusting. I don't even want to bring that person's name up because he's already caught. He doesn't need that shit. But fuck you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're disgusting. But I'm a good guy. So Morbid eggs. Yeah. Meet Madame Shipwrecked. Fuck you. Dick bag. Fuck, I'm mad right now.
Live today, but F it. Here's the thing with Case. And Becca Scoops, come close to the speaker here because I'm gonna speak directly to you.
Hey, Becca, he's speaking to you. He does his
You may
research
think
too.
of
I
me
mean, you got
as the
some fucking nerve, dude. You got some
of the
fucking
worst, but
nerve.
I'm not.
To have the
I'm not your enemy.
The
In fact,
audacity.
I think she's starting to realize.
He has the audacity to tell this woman, when you do zero research about anything, you don't research nothing. You're a fucking Reddit player. Yeah. You don't research anything. The only time you switch directives is because you're getting something out of it. That's it. You're a selfish fuck. So you don't tell her to fucking lean in. When you can't fucking even, you don't even have the wherewithal to do anything other than copy and paste and repeat. Fuck you. Fucking
that her own team, the people that were supposed to protect her, the people that were on her side.
Your fucking face, dude. Shut up. He really annoys me. What else is here? Does anybody have some see what's happening here.
They said, bring your signature
Now he's
dish.
got
I don't even cook.
definitely monetized.
Chicken souvlaki.
That's-
They'll believe I put meat on a
So he's monetizing all this dick bag shit he's saying about people too. That's real cool. Yeah, he's a good guy for sure. Good guy.
stick.
You bet they will. We have fresh quality meat for all grill skill levels.
That's the way.
Whoa. What's that?
I
just built a budgeting app on Base 44.
Guys,
Guys,
yeah.
need to just
What in the hell?
What is this?
Dude, you are a nerd and a geek. And
You're
a
calling this
doofus.
motherfucker a nerd, sir? I'm just gonna fast forward this because I think it's rude to keep that up there like that. So I'm just gonna actually I don't like this at all. Whoa. Whoa. Holy fuck. Where do we get the invader part here? So is this just a live panel that he's doing here with these people? I wonder when the invader. I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna stop this right here. I need to do some fucking research. What a motherfucker. You called that guy a nerd, dude? You called that guy. Have you seen yourself? Have you looked in the mirror, sir? At all? Ever? Have you ever fucking. You call it what? I don't want to replay this because I am. No. I'm going to definitely go through it though, motherfucker. Because I'm not going to fucking do what you do. No fucking way. But I'm going to come for you, dude. And I'm not scared of you. Jibber damn. Not even a little bit, honey bunch. No. But I'm not going to fucking reuse your content to hurt people. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not. I'm better than that, and I'm smarter than that. And you know that. So I'm not going to fucking replay that shit. And I'm going to reach out to a lot of fucking people, and you know that I'm going to be... You know what I have. The audacity. You know what? I think it's just sad that you think I'm weak. That sucks. But I guess we're going to find out how weak I am, eh? Yes, I did Movie Maniac. And you know what? I think what we should do is maybe play that tomorrow. Should we have a live stream tomorrow with like an old Jimmer Navs? Should we go back to the Lore of the Land, Movie Maniac? Should we go back to the Lore of the Land? I think we should. I think for Case and for Becca Scoops, and you know what? We don't need to do the whole, making lemonade, reinventing. We don't need to do that. But what we do need to do is fucking Jimmer. I'm not going to fight you, dude. I'm going to take you down. You're an idiot. You're garbage. You've been ban-evading on multiple accounts for years. Years and years and years. Sir. So, you know what? I'm going to end this here. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I have a lot of research to do. I'm also joining Andy Cruz possibly later if he will still have me and he doesn't hate me at this point because I'm just being an asshole. But I need to do. I have some shit to do. Yeah, and I need to contact some people, and I gotta go through some stuff, and I need to order some stuff, and I think I have a little bit of work to do today. Because I don't think I've ever been this angry and had this kind of impetus in a really, really long time. So thank you for that, James. Thank you for bringing that all fucking full circle for me. Well, what should I play as a closing note? I kind of feel like I should. What should I play? Gotta think about it for a second. Maybe one of these. I wonder. Sorry, I'm totally taking my time, but I kind of just want to make this pointed effect at a certain individual that I think we all know who I'm talking about. Yeah, kind of want to. Oh, let me just see. I think we're doing a little bit of Andy Grammer. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Andy Grammer. I mean, I'm sure some people have, but this specifically that I'm looking for is specific. Well, that sucks because I can't find it. Huh. Darn it. Should have probably oh wait. I found it. Alright, suckers, I'm leaving. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna find this and I'm gonna play it. Hey, Jammer, this song's for you. This bud is for you, buddy. For sure.
I hope your doubts come like monsters and terrorize your dreams. I hope you feel the lonely hopelessness, 'cause no one else believes. I hope you question whether you ever really had a chance at all. I hope your fear is thick like poison that gets into your blood. I hope you push until you cannot breathe. It's still not enough. I hope you put your life out on the line and everybody watches while you fall. Because I love you more than you could know, and your heart, it grows every time it breaks. I know that it might sound strange, but I wish you pain. Wish you pain. It's hard to say, but I wish you pain. I hope people break their promises, leave you in the cold. I hope they beat your heart to pieces, worse than you've ever known. I hope you finally arrive, only to find you nowhere close. I hope you cry and tears come streaming down your face. I hope this life tries you with more than you thought you could ever take. I hope the help you want never comes and you do it on your own. 'Cause I love you more than you could know, when your heart, it grows every time it breaks. I know that it might sound strange, but I wish you pain. Wish you pain. It's hard to say, but I wish you pain. I love you more than you could even know. Been here before and I just wanna see you grow. Want you to grow. matters most. I swear it goes by a different name. I know that it might sound strange, but I wish you pain. I wish you pain. It's hard to say. Wish you pain. I love you more than you could even know. I've been here before. I just wanna see you grow. Want you to grow.
You know what, Jimmer? I know that you been through some shit or whatever. But you know what you don't do? You don't turn around, have the shit that's done to you, and then do it to other people and feel fucking justified. You grow. You fucking grow, dude. So we're gonna make you grow. Either that or you're just gonna get really fucking humbled, sir. You got a lot of nerve. Oh. Hey, Agent Mud, he really likes this band. I should actually play this, actually. It's such a good fucking band. And anybody who wants to check them out, it's such a good band. They're called, hold on, Half Moon Run. They are from Canada. They're really good. This song called Nerve is so good. And I think we should play. And anybody wants to hear it, it's actually like a super good band. They got some really great, like some really good bangers. Let me put it that way. Some good bangers. So you should listen to this, because if you go through they got some really good fucking shit. I would like their first 2 CDs are my favorite. Not super big fan of some of the recent stuff, but definitely go through the first 2 CDs. It's fucking amazing, for sure. I think so.
There's a lot of nothing in the words I know, but I keep on talking cause it feels like home. It feels alright to be growing old, but growing old is just letting go. It's just the reason I needed to leave this space. I took the fall, wanted to run away. I had a different image on my mind. It's just the changes always all the time. Comes as no surprise. It's like, I just don't know what you're doing wrong, yeah. Wrong, and it's lying. You got a lot of nerve. I just don't know what you're doing wrong, yeah. Wrong, and it's lying. You got a lot of nerve.
Yeah, check out their discovery. These guys are great. Absolutely.
Saves an hour of speech. It's fickle and it feels so cheap, but I can rest and I can feel it ease. My friends don't know I have to just listen. I'm at a loss cause I'm living it. It's not the city I'm living in, it's just the places I've always been. Comes as no surprise. It's like, I just don't know what you're doing wrong, yeah. Wrong, and it's lying. You got a lot of nerve. I just don't know what you're doing wrong, yeah.
All right, and I just want to say, my channel art and my music. So my channel art is some of my channel art is brought to you by Sin, and she's lovely, and I love her, and I think she's amazing. And my music is brought to you by one beautiful human being named Saki, or he also goes by Malal Rebooted or Malice, and they're both very beautiful human beings, and I love them very much. And thank you for. I don't want to be like fucking rude. I'm just saying. Really great people in my corner, and I appreciate you guys. Miss Mama, Marique, Movie Maniac, fucking, oh fuck, I talk to way too many people. Anyways, you guys all know I appreciate you. I tell you all the time, but I just want to make that clear. Okay, love you, guys. Thank you.